friends, welcome back to your mat. Today seems like a really good day to give a little love to our hips and hamstrings again. So today we're going to start at the top of our mat. If you have blocks or something that you can use in place of blocks, I do recommend having them today. And to begin our class, you'll just set them one on each side at the top of your mat. And then just find your mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Go ahead, shake out your hands and your wrists. Move your shoulders. Just take note of any tension in your shoulders and the area of your neck. And if it feels good to find movement there, find a little bit of movement. And as you're ready, find a comfortable, still mountain. Close your eyes. Become aware of the bottom of your feet connecting to your mat. Welcome a very slow, subtle sway from your heels to your toes. And perhaps it would feel good to pick your toes up and spread them wide. Set them back down on your mat. Let your legs be soft, your belly is soft. Your arms hang heavy at your sides. Your shoulders, your neck, your jaw are all relaxed. And notice if you're holding onto tension around your eyes. Can you soften here as well? Begin to notice your breath. Welcome a slow, smooth breath in. Fill all the way up. Open your mouth side out. And if that felt really good, find a couple more. And begin to slow and deepen your breath even more. And let go of the day, of the week thus far. Start to really arrive on your mat, arrive in your body rather than your mind. Welcome one more big breath in. Let it go. We'll warm up today with a few sun salutations. So go ahead, roll your wrists. Find a little rock from heel to toe. Bend into your knees. Start to warm up your ankles as you lift your heels up. Just find movement here. Make sure you roll your wrists in both directions. Then as you feel ready, pause, stillness. Turn your palms to the front of your mat, open across your chest. Shoulder blades relax down your back. Find a little micro bend in your knees. Inhale your fingers wide and high, look up. Palms touch, exhale, draw your hands back to your heart. Again, inhale, fingers wide and high. Exhale, pull your hands into your heart. One more time. Inhale, wide and high. Exhale, palms touch, pull them in. This time, hinge at your hips, bend your knees, fold all the way forward. Release your hands at the bottom. Take a moment just to bend and straighten into one leg at a time. Notice how that feels today. Notice the back of your thighs and if they feel tight. Relax your neck, shake your head. And then inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins, pause. Straight legs, straight spine. Bring the weight of your body into the balls and toes of your feet. Send a big inhale to the back of your thighs. Exhale again, bend your knees, plant your fingers, step your left foot all the way back, and then take a moment to play. Bend and straighten into both legs. Full inhale. Exhale, settle with your right knee over right ankle, left knee finds the earth, and then reach for your blocks. Frame your front foot, and then lift your chest, lift your head, Start to let your hips get really heavy. Today, make sure that your right knee stays over your right ankle. So you might scoot your left knee back a little bit more. And then find a little pulse. Just a tiny pulse of your hips forward and down. If you do not have blocks today, this can still be effective by just having your hands on your thighs and pulsing. For 3, for 2. Last one, stay with your hips nice and heavy. Big breath in. Can you feel expansion in the front of your left hip? Side out. One more breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Set your blocks off to the side. Frame your front foot. Curl your back toes under to lift your knee. Find momentum. Step forward to your fold. Hang in your forward fold and just notice the back of your left thigh and your right thigh. Maybe you start to notice a difference already. Then reach for opposite elbows, bend your knees a lot, weight in the balls and toes of your feet, breathe into your upper back. One more. Release your elbows, inhale, slide your hands up your legs, halfway lift. Pause in your lift. Again, the weight is in the balls and toes of your feet. Breathe into the back of your thighs. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your fingers, right foot goes back. Take a moment to play. Just notice where you feel tight, where you hold tension. And then end with your left knee over left ankle, right knee finds the earth, reach for your blocks. Lift your heart, lift your head, then find a little pulse of your hips. Just a tiny subtle movement here, not pushing into discomfort or pain. Let your awareness come to the front of your right hip. For 3, for 2. Last one, stay with your hips nice and heavy. You might even close your eyes and begin to breathe into the front of your right hip. One more full breath in. Exhale, side out. Good. Move your blocks off to the side. Frame your front foot. Curl your back toes under to lift your knee. Find momentum. Step forward to your fold. Bend your knees a lot. Option to be passive in your forward fold and just sway. Or maybe this time you're ready to find a little active stretch, hooking your peace fingers around your big toes. Keep that micro bend in your knees, but inhale, straighten through your spine. As you exhale, like the circumference of a circle, your head goes forward and down. Inhale, a little straighten. Exhale, down. One more like that. Inhale to straighten your spine. Exhale, down. Pause in your fold. Keep pulling your crown down to the earth. Inhale into your upper back. Exhale, maybe you lift your sit bones a little higher. One more breath here. And then bend your knees, release your hands, frame your feet, step back with your left foot once again. Pause with your right knee over right ankle, back knee finds the earth, and then reach for your blocks. Alternatively, your hands can be on your thighs. This time, just sink through your hips. Lift your heart, lift your crown. Close your eyes. Send a full breath to the front of your left hip. And then gather a little bit of strength in your thighs. Squeeze them together. Inhale, your fingers go all the way up. Exhale, soften through your shoulders. You can stay here, or maybe you begin to lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more like that. Big breath in. Exhale, cactus. Good. Slowly begin to lean forward. You can scoot your blocks out of the way. Bring both hands onto the inside of your right foot. And then heel toe your right foot over so that your toes point off the mat and your heel stays on. Your foot is in line with your hands. Curl your back toes under, lift your knee. Active stretch here. Find a little sway back and forth off your back toes. You start to feel a little bit of warmth in the front of your left thigh here. That's good. And then pause in stillness. Keep squeezing your thighs. Keep your back knee lifted. Pour your weight into your left palm. Inhale, your right fingers go up. Twisted low lunge. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Bring your right hand back through center. Plant your left knee. Let your hips get really heavy. You might even begin to open through your right knee so that the weight of your leg comes onto the pinky toe edge of your foot. You can stay just as you are, or maybe you experiment with starting to lower down. Option to place your forearms on your blocks, or maybe you come all the way down to the earth. And since we're gonna rest here for a little moment, you might enjoy placing your forehead on one of your blocks or creating fists. Just find a little bit of comfort for your neck. And then close your eyes. Notice that place in your body that feels the most significant stretching sensation. Send your breath there. One more inhale. Side out. If this feels so good, give yourself permission to linger. If you'd like to change it up, move your blocks, rise up on your palms, and then reach your left palm a little closer to the top of your mat. Press into your left palm and turn your body to the right. Good. Let your left hip slowly fall towards the earth. Maybe you reach your right fingers back behind you. Let your left shoulder slouch. Feel that stretch along the left side body. Send your breath there. Side out. One more breath in. Let it go. Right hand comes all the way back through. Wherever you are, we'll all meet with our palms on the earth. And then curl your back toes under to lift your knee. You can heel toe your right foot back in, frame your foot. Find a little momentum, step forward to fold. Notice how different each side feels and find a nice passive fold. Grab your opposite elbows. Take a moment just to let your upper body be heavy, your knees keep a little micro bend. Then pour the weight of your body into the balls and toes of your feet. Send your breath to your upper back. One more breath in. Side out. Release your elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, plant your fingers. Right foot goes back this time. And then settle with your left knee over left ankle. Right knee finds the earth. Reach for your blocks. Lift your heart, lift your head. Let your hips get really heavy. Then close your eyes. Become aware of the front of your right hip. Send your breath there. One more big breath in. Exhale, start to squeeze your thighs. Send your fingers forward and up. Then soften your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you find a big breath in as you lift through your heart. Exhale, cactus your elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more big breath in, reach up. Exhale, cactus. And then slowly start to lean forward. frame your front foot, and then bring your left hand to the inside as you heel toe your left foot over to the outside of your mat. Toes point out, heel stays on, foot is in line with your palms, curl your back toes under, lift your knee. Find that active stretch as you rock forward and back off your back toes. Come back to your slow and smooth breath. And start to feel a little bit of warmth in your right thigh. And then pour your weight into your right hand. Pause in stillness. Keep lifting the back of your right knee skywards. Inhale, lift your left fingers. Twisted low lunge. Look up towards your left fingers. Find your breath. Slowly lower through your left hand. Lower your back knee. And then maybe your left knee opens out to the side a little bit. You might pause here. You might start to lower down onto your forearms or your blocks. Find a place that works best for your body. And just take note that it might take a little bit of time to get to the same degree of stretching as you had on the other side. Try not to rush into your stretch. If this bothers your left ankle at all, you can flex through your left foot. And then maybe you close your eyes, let your awareness come to that place that feels the most intense stretch. And come back to your breath. If this feels so good and you'd like to linger, then linger. If you'd like to change it up, then rise up onto your palms. Right palm goes further towards the front of your mat. Begin to turn to your left. Your right hip slowly falls to the earth. Maybe you reach your left fingers back and then slouch into your right shoulder. Notice that stretching along your right side body. Big breath in. Sigh it out. One more. And then let it go. Unwind. Both palms come to the mat. Close your left knee and then heel toe your foot in between your hands. Curl your back toes under to lift your back knee. Find your momentum. Step forward to your fold. And then bend your knees a lot. Take your peace fingers, grab your toes. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, like the circumference of a circle, your head goes out and down. Big breath in, straighten your spine. Exhale, pull your crown down. Pause in your fold. Full breath into your upper back. Exhale, lift your sit bones. One more, big breath in. Exhale, lift your sit bones. And then release your toes, bend your knees a lot. Bring your belly onto your thighs and go for the slowest roll all the way to your standing pose. Roll your shoulders as you arrive. And then shake out your legs if they need a little movement. Good. Bring your hands to your hips and then just step back with one foot so you can still see the camera or see the TV, whatever you're watching this on. Bring your toes so that they're pointing in and they're a little closer together than your heels are in. That's gonna give you a little bit of stability as you come into a wide-legged forward fold. So we're gonna do a few fun things here. Hands to hips, big breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, begin to hinge at your hips, slowly dive forward. Become aware of the back of your thighs, maybe even your inner thighs as you lower down. Hands come to the earth, tense your fingers below your face, breathe in for your halfway lift. Exhale, again, the circumference of a circle, your head goes forward and then down. You can hang here, maybe you turn your fingers back behind you and pull with your palms on the earth. Or maybe for you, you'd like to reach for your legs, your ankles, or the outer arches of your feet. Now, if you're in a place where your wide-legged forward fold is so wide that your crown can touch the earth,
you're not really doing yourself a service in regards to stretching the back of your legs. So heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Reach for your place of hold, and then inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, out and down, your crown lowers. Once you've found the depth of your fold, breathe into the back of your thighs, the back of your knees. We're here for 3 full rounds. Last big breath in. And slow breath out. And then release your hold. Find that micro bend in your knees. Walk your hands below your face. Point both of your toes out this time, and then walk your hands over to your left side. Bend into your knee. Your heel can come off the earth if that feels okay. And then flex through your right toes. Keep a micro bend in your right knee so you're not overextending. And then walk your hands out on the inside of your bent left knee. Tense your fingers on the earth and enjoy a little rock back and forth. As you do this, notice the significant stretch in your inner right thigh. I invite you to close your eyes. Send your breath to your inner right thigh. And then if it feels good for you, start to press into your fingers, send your hips way back, fold as far forward as you can. Pause here. Slow breath in, your right foot stays flexed. If this feels amazing and you'd like to linger, then linger. Maybe you'd like to walk your hands in towards your body. Reach your left fingers on the outside of your left hand. Your knee comes to the earth. Inhale your right fingers up and over your head. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Big inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Both hands come to the inside of your left knee. Lift your left knee. Good. This time we're going to get a little crazy. Start to walk your hands towards your right knee. It's okay if they pause on the inside of your right knee. It's okay if you frame your leg as well. And then start to slowly experiment by rolling your heel. So you're going to bring your right toes closer to the left side of your mat, and then closer to the right side of your mat. Make sure that you're being very mindful, listening to your body when it tells you that's enough. You're not pushing into pain. And then once you've found a sweet spot, pause there. Full breath in. Exhale, side out. And then we're going to come out of this nice pose. Walk your hands into your body. Both hands come on the inside of your legs. And then slowly start to walk yourself over in the other direction. Bending into your right knee. Lift your left toes. Left knee keeps that micro bend. And then walk your hands out in front of you on the inside of your bent knee. Start that little rock and roll. Notice your inner left thigh. You might be noticing a lot of blood rushing back into your left leg, and it feels so good right about now. That brings a lot of hyaluronic acid into your leg, and with hyaluronic acid comes more longevity, more moisture in your joints. So if this rock and roll feels amazing, you can keep doing that. Or maybe you press into the tips of your fingers, send your hips really far back and fold forward. Notice that intensity in your inner left thigh. Your foot stays flexed. Send your breath there. Again, you have the option to stay as you are or walk your hands in towards your body. Frame your bent knee and bring your knee down to the earth. And then inhale your left fingers up and over your head. Lift your heart. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Frame your bent knee once again. Lift your knee off the earth. Good. And then both hands come to the inside. Walk your hands a little closer towards your straight leg. Pause anywhere. You can stay here, or maybe your hands frame your left leg. And then start that little play by rolling your left heel from side to side. Again, noticing where your body is starting to say no. A lot of times students will ask, am I doing it right? And the answer is, it depends. How does it feel? Oftentimes in yoga, our poses can be so subjective. And I'd like to invite you to consider whatever the teacher is saying is just a suggestion. Your body will always override that suggestion. So once you've found your sweet spot, pause there, send a big breath there. Inside out. And then slowly, both hands walk back, forward. Plant your left foot on the earth and start to come back through center. Both legs are straight. Maybe you give your knees a little bend. And then find that place with your toes closer than your heels. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause. Exhale with the strength of your legs, slowly lift up. Good, and then heel toe your feet a little closer together before stepping to the front of your mat. If you'd like to shake out your legs, shake out your legs. Release your hands, shake out your hands. We'll start to make our way down. So find your mountain pose, palms face forward, little micro bend in your knees. Inhale, your fingers go wide and high, look up. Exhale, fold forward, option to grab the back of your ankles, gentle tug of your crown towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your fingers, bend your knees, step both feet back, find a tabletop position. Palms come underneath your shoulders, maybe a little bit in front of your shoulders. Sway your hips from side to side. Good. And then press into your palms, spread your fingers wide, your hips find stillness. We'll go for a few really slow rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your low belly, pull your heart through the gateway of your shoulders, lift your face. Exhale, press the earth away as you round your spine. Make space between your shoulder blades, the top of your crown reaches towards the earth. Inhale, belly drops, lift your face. Exhale, round. Two more at your own pace. And as you do your last cat-cow, just notice any particular place that might like a little lingering. And then give yourself permission to go back to a stretch in that area. And pause. Maybe send an inhale there. And then find a nice neutral spine, widen through your knees. Plant your left palm directly below your face. Your big toes can come together, your feet can untuck. And then press into your left palm, inhale your right fingers up. Exhale, thread your right fingers beneath your left armpit. Set your right shoulder on the earth and your right ear. You might stay as you are, or you might move your left palm out a little bit so that your elbow is at a 90-degree angle, and then press into your left palm. Feel that twist a little bit more. If you'd like to feel that a bit more, you might even turn your right palm to the earth, pull with your right palm, push with your left. Look over your left shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, soften, and then slide your right hand back up as you inhale. Lift your right finger skywards. Exhale, right hand comes beneath your face. Inhale, left fingers reach all the way up, open wide. Exhale, left fingers thread beneath your right armpit. Set your left shoulder down on the earth, left ear down on the earth. You might stay here in a passive twist. Or maybe you plant your right palm on the mat so that your right elbow is at a 90-degree angle. Press into your right palm. Would it feel good to turn your left palm to the earth and pull with your left palm? Find an active twist for a big breath in. Exhale, soften. Your right palm comes a little closer to your face. Inhale, left fingers reach all the way up. Exhale, lower down. So we're gonna finish class today with something a little bit different. So bring your knees a little closer together and then slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Now we usually end class in Shavasana, and if you're like, I will be a sad panda if I don't get Shavasana, then go ahead and find your Shavasana. If you're up for something a little bit different today, then we're gonna find Advasana, which is just Shavasana on our belly. So find a place that feels really good for you. You might turn your head to one side, let your ear find the earth. You might send your palms back so that your fingers reach towards your toes, or maybe you cactus your arms. Whatever feels best for your body, just intuitively go there. And then start to shake your hips out. Find a little wiggle, release any tension from your hips, your low back. And when that feels good, pause in stillness. Would it feel better for you to send your legs out wide? And just start to notice your breath. Inhaling as you feel that stretch across all the muscles of your back body. Exhaling to allow your body to become even more heavy. Then find a big sigh out your mouth. And let go of any last bit of control over your breath. See if you can soften through your eyes, soften through your jaw and your neck. Let your arms and shoulders be heavy. Your hips are heavy. And that heavy sensation flows all the way down your legs to your toes. Relax completely on your mat. Give yourself permission to stay here for as long as you can. It's a pleasure, as always, to practice with you. Namaste.